everyone, and welcome back to another roadmap update video as of the 7th of June 2022. So I'll just get sort of straight into it. Obviously it's certainly been an exciting couple of weeks around here with the release of our first ever Steam route for Train Sim World 2. We've learned a lot over the long development of the route, and we are glad that you're enjoying your first experiences and they've enjoyed the feedback and excitement. So yeah, it seems like it is going into sort of a period of improvements now. So lots of preservation crew stuff, post-release patches, and improvement of route experience. And the engineering teams are working on the PS5 add-on limit, the Xbox jackhammer issue, and the out-of-memory crashes. So yeah, apparently there's not going to be a lot of new stuff in the roadmap in the next couple of months. So I wonder what the summer release is going to be then. I mean, usually there is a summer release / update. Maybe this year we won't get one. Maybe it'll be different. Who knows? I'm not too sure. But obviously going sort of by how each year is, there usually is some sort of summer release where it being a new route. I suppose the German and the US ones, I guess. Having said that, we do have a couple of things new added this month. So what have we got? We have got a new UK Loco from Rivet Games making its first appearance. But they're going to have more details on that in separate articles in the future. And it's not going to be a steam locomotive. And they've also mentioned that the future German and US routes are not going to be steam routes, obviously the ones which we can see on the roadmap, but we don't know what they are yet. But a new UK Loco, I mean, what does everyone think that's going to be? Do pop your comments below. I mean, Rivet Games have done West Cornwall Local, so maybe it'll be a DLC for that. It could be a DLC for Dovetail routes as well. Obviously, the 204 for main Spec Out Barn. Yeah, pop your thoughts in the comments. But what do you think? New UK Loco. I mean, yeah, Loco's a standalone thing. Obviously, it wouldn't be, they would say UK multiple unit if it was a 700 or something like that, which I don't think Rivet would do. But yeah, what do you think it is? And also a new Bakerloo timetable was added in May, but also this time Hubstrecker Hamburg to Lübeck will be getting the same treatment, and then Joe Burgess will give us an update later on in the roadmap area. Spirit of Steam, the Paul Limestitch crew has been released, and we've added in the manual fireman option into the core fixes section. Post-release improvements are detailed in the Spirit of Steam section. And yeah, it's just saying about the preservation updates being released for Hubstrecker, Rhine-Ruhr, Rüssel Nord, and Rapid Transit. And we have done a stream and a video on those fixes, so do keep an eye, have a look at that. So, Spirit of Steam, what's next? Thank you to everyone who's been enjoying and sending us feedback for the Spirit of Steam update. If you haven't played already, please provide us with a review, as it helps prospective players understand more about the content before they purchase and gives us useful feedback to take on. Awesome. At present, we don't have new Steam content on the roadmap, and they'll be spending the upcoming weeks refining the experience on Spirit of Steam and building out the manual farming functionality. Seen a lot of requests for new layers and substitutions, so they also recommend using the full functionality of off the rails mode, which in fact I have done myself. I've done a Spirit of Diesel scenario, which is on the Creators Club. What else have we got? You can expect the first set of post-release improvements later this week, including track joint sounds, scenario planner functionality for the 8F of Mark 1 coaches, and changing auto farming to the default option for console players. And longer term, they'll be investigating the manual farming operation with a view to adding it further down the line. Preservation crew updates. This is the good stuff. Last week we saw the much anticipated preservation crew updates for Hubstrecker Rhine-Ruhr, Rüssel Nord, and Rapid Transit in the veritable German sandwich of our deliciousness. Great Western Express will follow soon, with more preserved updates to come in the near future. In fact, we do have some screenshots of the Great Western Express one now, so they're on screen now, and also for Northern Transpennine as well. What are we going here? Great Western Express large update. So here are the current improvement focuses we're testing for different areas of the route. So improved audio experience of locos, which I think was actually already done to Great Western Express about a year and a half ago. Improved route environment, so track rendering, sky visuals, shipping containers, static stock, platform departure boards, and off-route destinations, which we said last week, the off-route destinations are the sort of stations not on the TSW route but past past the TSW route, but they show on the PIS. Improved a loco experience, so the DMU acceleration physics, and adding functional displays, interior lighting, strictness of stopping accuracy and rail driver functionality, rush hour passengers, as well as route diversity to 2 new cement services, Greenford branch services between Paddington and East Ealing for the 8th generation platforms. East Ealing, wouldn't it be West Ealing, wouldn't it? I suppose it probably would be East Ealing. I don't know, but I suppose that would be West Ealing. And route improvements based on player feedback, so resolving the wrong side station loading issues and adding platform climb up for all stations. And you can see the awesome screenshots there we do have of that. And then Northern Transpennine, which is a medium update. Here are the current improvements for Northern Transpennine. So improved route environments, guide visuals, track rendering, adding platform departure boards, improved route functionality, so platform climb up for all stations and animated level crossings, rush hour passengers, and adding livery designer port to the class 47, which you can see some quite cool intercity screenshots there. I wonder if that will actually be included, or that's probably just an example. Probably Creators Club. What we got here? Dev Deep Dive, new timetable. So one of May's roadmap's exciting add-ons was the news that a new Bakerloo timetable would be coming, containing 600 plus new services. This month, Hamburg to Lübeck has been added and will get similar treatment. We grabbed our timetables maestro Joe to explain more and share us some work-in-progress shots of the timetables in action. So, timetables are what trains run every day, typically covering all passenger services from early morning until late at night. While it might seem to passengers that routes such as the Bakerloo line are just constant trains with no rhythm or patterns, there is in fact a carefully structured method to how they operate throughout a day. A timetable considers journey, station stop and turnaround times, train availability, mileage, staffing and shift patterns. We normally try to update the existing timetable. With that, it's important to investigate what state it's in before making changes to see what would need to be done. But with the Bakerloo, I decided it was best to start fresh using a newer working timetable, so 2021. I started working on timetables after the original was created, so I made sure to learn about the problems experienced during the original development and how to overcome them. The new Bakerloo timetable has over 600 services offering the realistic underground experience. Trains run every few minutes between Elephant and Castle and Queen's Park, with 8 trains per hour continuing to Stonebridge Park and then 4 onwards to Harrow and Waddestone. Seeing trains constantly arrive and depart at Elephant and Castle is one of my favourite things, as is how much more challenging it is. It's not uncommon to be running tight schedule in the peak period and come across red signals in the tunnels, which require lots of vigilance to not overrun and stay on time. And also I added a rail tour using the 38 stock in its preserved 4-car formation, which gets to do some unique things. May or not be some surprises that await for those that own other UK add-ons. Brilliant. So yeah, that is Joe Burgess. Obviously the timetable author of the new Bakerloo timetable, Hamburg, Lübeck, and many more other brilliant routes. I'm sure you know. And he's still continuing here. So Bakerloo's approach was the complete opposite to Hamburg-Lübeck, which is the route I started making timetables on. A lot of its development time was spent on learning the tools, and as a result, it's a little quiet around Hamburg, an area, and I wasn't happy with it. So I decided to carry on adding the route in my own time and fix some little gripes with the original services. It now looks unrecognisable in comparison. Hamburg has been filled with AI and there's even a few more playable services to enjoy. So that is Joe Burgess obviously talking about the timetables there. So the Bakerloo line extended timetable, and it seems an updated Hamburg to Lübeck timetable is coming as well, which Joe has teased for quite a while if you've been in the streams. So this is Team Spotlight Lucas, who I believe did the Riesa Dresden timetable, I think. A new feature to this month's roadmap. We'll be introducing you to a new member of the team. Okay, no. Lucas didn't do the Riesa Dresden timetable. I must be thinking of someone else. Because, yeah, Lucas seems to be the new senior technical producer who joined last month. So let's see. Tell us a little bit about yourself. I'm a half-serious train fan from Germany, born and raised in Frankfurt and partly Berchtesgaden. I have always wanted to edit the games and I played that led me to starting to learn 3D and programming at a young age. Thank you very much to my roommate from boarding school in Berchtesgaden for mentoring me. The weirdest thing is what I actually do not enjoy travelling the world, which is maybe why I started to instead explore it in simulators. This led me to Microsoft Train Simulator, and Trains. Over time, the only one that really stuck was Train Simulator, which quickly got me into the professional scene, given that 3D artists were in high demand, and now I am here. So Lucas's favourite loco, being biased, I think it is still the DBBR 420, and obviously that will actually be coming to Train Sim World at some point. What work have you previously done on TSW that players would recognise? My first major project for TSW was track signalling, and part of that was for Riesa Dresden. Oh, okay, well, it must have been Lucas then. I've introduced Track IR with the help of the engineering team and constantly tried to improve the game by adding new tools, like the possibility to use laser scan terrain as a base for our routes. But in TS Classic, you can also find my work in routes like the S-Bahn Frankfurt. So what will your role entail within Dovetail? My main goal is to improve the quality of German content, making sure routes feel more German, so that now all departments have a German contact point that can answer their questions. But I will also continue to lay track and signal all the future German content, keeping the technical standard as high as possible. Oh, and try and get a Frankfurt route made. Oh, well, new German route, you never know. Maybe that'll be a Frankfurt route. What's the thing you're most proudest of working on in Train Sim World? And that would be I'm head of our new terrain technology. It fills me with joy working on my own little side project, which I do hope to release at some point. Awesome. So this is now an update for the X. This is a long roadmap. This is now the Xbox Jackhammer audio update. We have begun testing with a new approach to solving the Xbox audio issue. It is so far yielding positive results. It changes how the audio is encoded for the Xbox releases and then how the game loads and manages it, which is an improvement on having to rebuild the entire audio engine of the game. It's too early to say categorically this is the fix, so we'll keep you updated on progress as we go. And then for the PS5 add-on limit, we are now in a position that we have the first builds of what we're calling the add-ons manager, which will preload routes and locos to your game based on the content you choose to play and nothing else. These will then be tested and sent to our beta community to try out. If all goes well, it means we can then bring it into the live game. A positive byproduct of this is we are reducing the amount of content mounted to your game each session. We predict there will be less memory usage, in turn reducing the chances of you getting an out-of-memory crash. It's still a hypothesis at this point, but we're optimistic it will help in some way. And as this is a solution that covers all platforms, everyone will see a benefit. Brilliant. And then community improvements. So for the save game, this is still in the investigation phase. We have a member of the team dedicated to reproducing and attempting to diagnose issues reported by players with the save game functionality. Similarly to the PS5 DLC limit issue, we are trying to do the same en masse rather than a route by route basis. And once they know the source of the issue, it will be built into development plans for future add-ons. And then obviously work on the older ones to fix it on there. Crashes on rush hour routes. The current solution for the PS5 add-on limit fix is we hope to significantly reduce memory use within Train Sim World 2, meaning a reduction of out-of-memory crashes, and we will test our beta communities first and monitor after release its impact. This is a really long roadmap. Red light issues. These continue to be reviewed on a case-by-case basis, and they're investigating, any potential bits and bobs which are wrong. And achievements for Xbox. We are aware of a couple of achievements currently not unlocking on the Xbox, the DBBR 187 Along First Trip and the DBBR 143 Dresden Commuter, as well as 2 on the new Spirit of Steam route. These are actively being looked into. Let's see. Just the sort of normal roadmap. Dovetail Games releases, German route and US route, which we don't know just yet. Other releases, a new UK Loco, as well as the DBBR 420 for Munich to Augsburg. Core features approved a licensed brand decals for livery designer, PS5 add-on limit fix, Spirit of Steam manual farming functionality, and the PS4 to PS5 profile transfer. Miscellaneous, Dovetail Live Rewards, Rush Hour Passenger System for London Commuter, and Red Light Dispatcher improvements across multiple routes. And then Preservation Crew, so there's a large update for Great Western Express, medium for Northern Transpennine, tiny for West Somerset Railway and the Cathcart Circle, small for Hamburg Lubeck, medium for Weimar Austin, small for a Bakerloo timetable, small for Long Island Railroad, a huge update for Peninsula Corridor and Oakville Subdivision, and tiny for LGV. But yeah, that is the roadmap. Yeah, that was about 15. Wow, that was quite a lot there. But yeah, hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Do put your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think the new UK Loco is going to be? I think that was probably sort of the biggest thing on there. So yeah, what do you think the new UK Loco is going to be? Do put your thoughts in the comments below. But links can be found in the description to the Discord server, to the PayPal, and to the merch store if you do want to help support the channel. Apart from that, thanks all for coming in, and I hope we'll see you next time. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.